Hello guys, this is Brian here with the update. Today's June the 14th, 2016. And here's some updates. I'll be posting an update video to piss off Blue Cross. I made that last week, so I'm going to try to upload it at the same time as this video. And because they did receive my appeal, and it's going to go through a appeal hearing, and I should hear something about that by the end of this week because I had to coordinate with the doctor. So once I get that, I'll let y'all know. Um, because also I typed up a letter letting them know why they're violating the law actually, because under Texas HMO law, the insurance company has to acknowledge your appeal within 5 business days, and they're not doing that. They keep sending letters like weeks on end later on. And these appeal letters don't make any sense in all this. So we shall see what that comes up with. I did have a neck injection done finally. That was back in April. Let's see. The procedure itself went okay. I did have a small complication after the procedure the next day. I had a severe migraine, which the doctor told me that could be a possibility. Having a kind of distorted injection done. I took my medications, and I finally had to take a Narco, and the migraine just would not go away. And plus, I was having neck pain because, it was a needle in there previous day. So I just had enough pain, and I went to the emergency room, and they gave me a whole bunch of medication to break up the migraine, and they did a CT scan to make sure there was no problems, and that turned out to be okay, thankfully. And they did they did call the pain management by doctor, and they did confirm that it may have been a muscle spasm after they did the injection against the nerve and causing that. Um, the migraine went away after, they gave me the medication within an hour. But still have neck pain, and that went away like a couple of days later on, when I got home. Now, a week and a half later on, back in April, I went to the neurologist's office for my follow-up with him. And they decided, because I was telling, prior to the neck injection, I was having lots of migraines. And I told them, I think since my neck injection, I think this may make it taper down. I think the neck injection will help. They said, well, let's go ahead and put you on a preventative medication just in case. They put me on Topamax, which is an anticonvulsant medicine for seizures. Bad shit. Bad, bad, bad. You won't believe it. Within a week and a half of starting taking it, because you had to step dose, I had tremor. Well, they tell me I could have some side effects, but apparently with me, I had some bad side effects. I had severe tremors. My hands and legs shook a lot. I had a really, really bad mental fog. I could not think clearly. I actually had to take a couple of days off of work because of that. And it made me mentally exhausted and physically exhausted. What else did it was just weird, really weird. You know how you have, like if you touch something hot with your hand, you have a knee-jerk reaction to remove your hand from the hot surface? We're not on this medication at all. It's like you sit there and think about it for a couple of minutes, and here you're burning your hand to death. It was really weird. I remember trying to get the damn microwave to work for 5 minutes. All I had to do was push a button, but my brain wasn't. It was like weird. I was in some la la land. I remember going to the mailbox and wondering what the hell am I doing there, and don't know why I'm there. It was really weird, folks. Stay away from that stuff. It was really weird. I was just like wandering around and out of space or something. And I've been on some heavy duty narcotics in my life, surgeries and things like that, but nothing tops this. Weird. not a high. Like, how you get like a weird buzzing feeling with morphine or Demerol or anything like that, or Valium or Xanax. You know how you can get real goofy and not thinking real right, and you don't care what's going on. Well, this is like that minus the buzz. I mean, it was weird. I mean, I would sit there in a chair and just stare into space. Weird. It was some bad shit, folks. It really, really was bad. So I'll call them up. Amazing how I can operate a telephone. I said, hey, I can't take this anymore. This is just weird. And they said, you can't quit it cold turkey. You had to step it down, as it can cause a seizure. Uh, but she said, once you get enough into your system and your body's used to it, the side effects will go away. But I told her I can't do that because I took lots of days. I took a couple of days off work already for this weirdness. I'm really surprised I was able to drive a car. I really was. And then they switched me to Depakote. They said Depakote can have those side effects, but not as severe. And the tremors stopped. With Depakote, you can gain a lot of weight with that, and apparently I did too. Just with 2 weeks of taking it, I was mindlessly eating on that. Um, just eating all day long. Like I could not get enough food. Like I was starving to death, and then eating to the point of making myself sick. Like my brain was not receiving the signal that my stomach is full. It's about to burst like that. It was really weird on that too. And you can't quit taking that. It was step dose. Because I was up when I was up to 2 pills a day, and then I had to step it down. So I followed up with a neurologist with that. I said, this is just weird medicine. I'm not taking it at all. I was just in zombie on it. Yeah. Stay away from those medications if you have to. And I know they didn't weigh me, but I know I had gained at least 5 to 10 pounds. I had to. I had to. For 2 weeks solid, I was just eating left and right, and I could tell my face is puffy already. I know I had to gain weight on it. I had to. I had to. I mean, like I said, I was just eating all day long, nonstop. Um, but once I quit taking it, I, I don't eat all day. Um, so they said, well, and I told them, well, since April, my migraines kind of tapered away. I think I had 2 or 3 since then. Um, so they said, well, let's get you off these preventatives and just do your rescue medications. And they said, well, we can recommend another option for you if this is what you want to, think about. Botox injection at the top of the head and the bottom of the head. Just 4 different little tiny spots. And enough to paralyze the muscle, so the muscle doesn't spasm against the nerve and cause a migraine. So they had to check to see if that covered my insurance. So they sent my medical records in, and I don't go back to them until July. And I have to think about that, anyways. I don't want to jump into that without doing research on it. Um, and the neurologist told me they don't go crazy with it like they do, like how plastic surgeons inject all over the damn place in the face. They don't do that, like nothing like that. Just itty bitty little mats in the back, and sometimes they do it up here too to paralyze the muscles, that, so they don't get so tight and cause a migraine. Apparently, so that's something I should think about. Um, After that, I had an appointment with my pain management doctor. Anything's good there. He did conclude the same thing with the emergency room doctor about the migraine after the procedure, just muscle spasm. Um, so remember that a needle was in my neck, so um, I told him I think I might have another one for my back, but I won't hold off on it. However, my neck it gets tensed up every once in a while, but not as bad before. and did tell me, steroid injections are just a temporary fix. They don't last forever in the body. Sometimes they have to have repeat done, to have it done again. Um, I'm in a kind of in the gray area. It's the severe pain. I mean, it's a pain warrant surgery or it doesn't. I'm kind of in that, balancing out there. And he went ahead and kept me on the Soma as the worst case scenario medication because I don't take that every single day, obviously. I think I have took it about three times since my neck injection because now it's June, so I take that back maybe four times at the very most. Um, so when he cut me on Soma, he said typically if patients take that every single day, he does not want to keep them on that every single day because it is highly addictive because it does make you goofy. So go ahead and keep me on Tramadol because I told him I do not want to go down the road of having narcotics. I do not want to go down the road and having take Narco, Vicodin, whatever for this problem. I don't want to do that because I have to work. Can't lay around the house doped up. Narcotics does cause stomach problems. So I told him, and that that's part of my treatment plan. We just didn't want to go down that road unless it's absolutely necessary. So he said, well, he went ahead and said, well, try this different muscle relaxer. Because I told him I'm still having back problems when I wake up and neck problems being stiff, from when you wake up in the morning or standing extremely long periods of time. So he gave me a prescription called Amarix, Amrix, extended release. And he said with these, they don't make you goofy, but they can make you tired. But this extended release, so take this when you go to bed, and it should help with your back and neck in the morning. So I tried it 6 different times, and it seems to help. I should be taking it every single day, but I don't because it does make you. It can make you. Well, it does make me tired. So I try not to take it unless I absolutely really have to, or if I like for instance, if I stood a lot that particular day, or did yard work, or went to the store and went walked around a whole bunch, then I know I might have to take it that night. So I don't see the pain management doctor until the end of July or August, so I'm good there, thankfully. And then sometime in August or July, I do have to see the neurosurgeon again for my follow-up with him. See what we can go from there because in reality, bulging discs in the back and neck. I don't know. They use different terminology, and I asked the pain management doctor about that. He said they really come out. They're really basically the same thing. Herniated. Well, it's not really hurt. I don't think he said herniated discs, but bulging and protruding discs are the same thing. Taking medication is just a band-aid. Doing steroid injections is a band-aid. It's not a fix-all. In reality, my problem might get worse over time. It's never going to get better unless the surgery involved. And I don't want to have back. Oh, God, I do not want to have no back or neck surgery. No, 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 no. Especially back. Oh, no, I certainly don't want neck surgery either. That's kind of very intrusive, too. Hell, I'll probably tell them, do it all. Just do both of them at the same time. Hell, put me in the hospital for a month. I don't care. I finally, I shouldn't say I completed my physical therapy, but I had 2 more weeks left, and the last week I went there, I just had enough of those people. I don't know what they did, but when I first began going there, they did not book up so many patients. They have, the people spent more time on and one with you. The last couple of weeks I went, because I have a total of 6 weeks. The last 2 weeks I was going, just tons and tons of people. It's like a patient meal all of a sudden. And I didn't like it, so I just gave up. Well, I only had so many number of visits anyway, so, we could, 6 more visits really didn't make any difference anyway. Plus, it's getting off work early and all that. I just couldn't continue doing it. I don't want to lose my job anyway, so, there you go. Let's see what's going on. Ugh. A lot of things going on here in Texas about bathroom bills and all this, about the transgender bathroom bills. And boy, our city was on the news last month, and all chaos broke out and all this. And mayor was sticking his business where it doesn't belong. They wanted to. What I understood about this is the mayor of our city wanted to pass a bill with the city council that the person who's using the bathroom has to use the bathroom that's been assigned on the driver's license or birth certificate. Okay. Who's going to enforce that? You mean going to tell me a police officer going to stand there at the side of the bathroom? I don't think so. We only have like 10 cops here. Oh, another thing everybody's up in uproar is about the police department has a SWAT vehicle. Now, why? I always said we used to be a small town. I think there's like 35,000 people living here now, but still we have a small police department. Why do we need a SWAT vehicle? And those cop cars, I know they don't have very high mileage on them. I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Oh, y'all can't see. Y'all can't imagine what's on my desk. I mean, there's stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of insurance paperwork from Blue Cross. I have hundreds and hundreds of letters. HMO referral things too. What else? Oh, EOBs all over the place. Ever since I was hospitalized for C. diff back in earlier this year, hundreds of them all over the place. I have to clean up my desk for that. I thought I heard somebody at the door. One of these days, whenever I get some time off from not going to the damn doctor, I got to clean my room up. I mean, it's just a mess, and I have boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes upon boxes of medication that I don't take anymore. I never, after my thigh left, I never got around calling my insurance company to tell them quit sending my skin medications for my thighs. Prior to that, I went to the dermatologist and they had me all kinds of skin medications to stop the rashes and all that. And I never got around calling them and calling the insurance company, hey, stop sending it. I don't need this anymore. Because they send you a whole bunch for a 9-day supply because you have to apply a whole bunch a couple times a day and all this and all that. And then I have a whole bunch of lidocaine patches for my back, a whole bunch of that. I don't know if I'm going to shoot those. I shouldn't get rid of those yet, maybe. Should keep a hold on those for a while. When you have a medical problem and it requires medication, it just adds up really. It really does. Ever since my back and neck problem for the last couple months, I just quit taking vitamins like I should be taking, my multivitamin and B12 and calcium for my gastric bypass. I just give a, and I know that's what's making me tired too. And I do plan on Sunday starting that back up, get all that pills out and put them in a pill deal and start taking vitamins. When you have a medical problem, you just get tired of taking pills, and now you have to take 6 calcium pills a day. You have to take 2 multivitamins a day. You have to take a B12 once a week. I have to take heartburn medicine twice. Well, for me, because I have heartburn all the time, twice a day. Take a gout medicine once a day. All that medications adds up, and you just get tired of taking it. And plus, I took a lot of pills for the C. diff too, antibiotic. I took a medicine for the stomach, Simex, Bentel. Tygan for nausea. I mean, tons of pills for that particular problem. Um, and luckily, and thank God, and I do think, I'm very thankful I have good insurance, and thankfully, I didn't have to pay money for all these pills, all these medications. Only at the beginning of the year when I have to meet my out of pocket, but other than that, I don't have to pay no prescription co-pays now. Um, I think that's about it. What's going on right now? Once I get my camera, because it's in shipping, so once I get my new camera, I do some videos about some things and show you around my beer signs and everything. I think I'm out of room actually for no more room for beer signs. What else? What's been going on? I think that's it. That's it. If you have any questions, comments, please post them below. Talk to y'all later.